All right, everybody. Welcome to our social media call. So glad you're here taking time. We're going to get through this in probably like 25 minutes. So if you want to take notes, or you can come, watch the recording as well and take notes as well. So anyways, do you ever feel like, am I doing what I need to do on my profile? Does my profile, is it set up? I'm kind of lost with my profile. I don't know what to post. Does anybody feel that way? I know that people can get stuck with like what to post. I know on our last call, we were talking about that. Some people were stuck. So years ago, when I started, years ago, I'm acting like it's like 10 years ago. It's like 3 years ago. I would post something and literally pray that I would get a ton of comments or something like that, right? And it was like post and pray method. Guess what? The post and pray method does not work. So we have to learn the tips of how to network market and how to use our social media as a tool to build our business. So posting and praying does not work. If you're doing that, stop doing that. There's more to it with social media than just posting. Okay, so we're going to talk about all that stuff. You do need to do reach outs, and you do need to start conversations with people. If that's on the phone, or if that's in chats, or if that's texting a friend or family member, we got to be in conversations with people. But social media is so important, and this is going to get you noticed on many different platforms. You can be noticed on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. Some people are now using TikTok as well. I've looked at TikTok. I've done some on TikTok, but you kind of pick where you're comfortable with. And but there's so many different social media platforms that as long as you know some of the key things on how to promote yourself, how to go about promoting your products in a right way that is not going to look salesy or avoiding graphics and things like that. So we want to be really genuine in our posting. So today we're going to talk about setting up your Facebook profile, spicing up your storefront, because honestly, the minute you sign up as an ambassador and you want to start sharing, your Facebook page becomes your storefront. You are now a business owner, and your profile needs to reflect what you're doing: health, wellness, positive things. So we're going to take a look at our profile. We're going to spice up everybody's storefronts today, and that is the first thing that people see. If you message someone and they don't know you real well, they're going to go to your profile and be like, I'm going to check her out. Like, is she someone that seems like trustworthy? What is she about a little bit? They go to your profile and they're going to check that out. It's kind of like a first impression when we meet somebody. We have like that first moment when you meet someone, it's that first impression. And we always want to make a really good impression. So right now, if you can, I don't know if you're able to, if you're on your phone, you probably can't click to another screen without disconnecting the Zoom. I'm not sure. But I would love if you can take a look at your profile, look at it as you're an outside person, and you're just like, look at what it looks like. What does your timeline picture look like, your profile, and just scroll down just a little bit. If you were someone looking to talk to you about this opportunity or these products, what does that look like? So can you give me a thumbs up if you can? If not, no big deal, we'll just keep going. You can look at it later, okay. Okay, so we are going to how to set up a profile that stands out. What does your profile say about you? So you want to look at that. And guys, these are tips not just from me or things that have worked for me, but these are tips from experts that I have learned from that I've also found that really work really well. So Bob Heilig is one of my mentors, and I am part of his Legacy Leadership Academy. And so he does a lot of training on social media. And so I've done that program with him over the past year. And so a lot of these tips are from him and other people that have given really great social media training. So just want to pass on the things that are working so that you guys can have that as well. One thing that we want to watch for on our profile is that we don't need to mention our company name. And you don't need to have your company website on there. And the reason for that is that we want people to be talking to us. You know, the thing that's different about us is we don't always just send someone to a website and say, here you go, shop at your leisure. We're not like a boutique and here you go, here's our website, go see what you like, you know, and buy it. We are a health and wellness company. So our relationships with people are really important because we want to be able to help them figure out what products are going to help them the best. And if you're talking to someone and you don't know what products will help them the best, get in a call with me, message me, ask me. I have my sister, she's got X, Y, and Z. Tina, what would you recommend? And I will gladly help. So there's always help here. Don't ever feel like you're alone. So with that said, we don't need to have our company name there. We don't need to have our website because we want to have that relationship with them. We don't want people just going to the website and picking out random things that maybe they don't even need. Or they might pick out things that aren't going to help them with what they're struggling with. You know what I mean? So not having that on there, that also creates some curiosity because people, when they see your posting, they're wondering what you're doing. And it creates curiosity. It creates, they want to reach out to you and talk to you. So anyways, we also want, these are things that we want to avoid. The company name, products, being billboard, like, avoid going to Pinterest and grabbing a bunch of graphics and copying and pasting those. We want our posts to be more authentic and more about our life. And I'm going to get to that more in just a second. But we're going to talk a little bit more about our profile picture. You want to have that profile picture be a picture of you. If you don't have a bunch of pictures of you, have someone take some this weekend. It's going to be nice out. Just take some selfies if you want to. Have someone take some pictures of you. They don't need to be perfect at all. They don't need to be professional. But you do want yourself being in the photo. We don't want a cat, a dog, a graphic. We want your face in that profile. And we also, in your timeline photo, what does your timeline photo say? You know, you want your timeline photo to be something that you love. If it's your family and you have a good family picture, then put that in there. If it's a hobby that you like, if it's a sunset, if it's, and then go to your page and look, does that look nice? Does your profile picture and your timeline photo behind it look nice? I've seen some people have a really cool quote behind their picture. That's kind of fun too. Something that you're passionate about. So watch that timeline photo. And again, if you don't know, your profile picture is just the little one and the timeline is the big one behind that. And then you have in your profile, your intro or your bio. Do you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that? Okay, because I will screen share mine in just a second. In that bio, you can have 101 characters in there. And you want that bio to be, you want to think about who do you want to connect with? Look at my cat. It's bath time, so we're just gonna have a bath. So funny. So you can have 101 characters in there, and you want that bio to be something that is said about you, what's important to you, what you're passionate about. This bio is kind of important because when people come and visit your profile, they're going to see that and they're going to know, oh, she's, likes hiking, or she's a mom, she's, whatever you put in there, little words, they're going to be able to connect with that, and you're going to connect with like-minded people that way. Then below that is the 9 feature photos. And in the 9 feature photos, this also kind of tells a story about you. So this is like small snippets and highlights of your life. And so you want to put pictures that you love in there, what your passions are, and what's important to you. So those little snippets say a lot. You can put 9 in there. I will try to screen share mine. See if you can give me thumbs up if you can see this. Oh, let me get these chats out of here. Okay. So this is California Beach. We had an amazing time there. I could not have that photo in my timeline. In my intro, I have Black Hills beach lover, wife, mama, Psalm 91. So in that, you can definitely tell I'm from the Black Hills. I love the beach. I'm a happy wife, happy mom, and I'm a Christian. And you can put, I mean, this bio, like I change it every now and then. It could be health and wellness. It could be, you know, whatever your passions are in there. My husband updated his last night and he put, just a man who married up. I was like, you're so funny. So anyway, here's the bio, and that's where you can edit it. And down here are those 9 photos. On my computer, it cuts these photos off a little bit, but when I'm on my phone, you actually see the whole picture. So you can edit right here. You can add those 9 in there. So when someone comes to your profile, they're gonna see these photos. So whatever you're passionate about and whatever is special to you, you're gonna put in those 9 featured photos area. Okay. One thing I want to say on etiquette is, you know, we don't, you know, like I said in the beginning, our page becomes our business page. It becomes a reflection of, you know, your personality and building trust with people that come to your page so that they want to buy from you. So we want to talk about etiquette a little bit. We don't want to be doing things that we are ranting and raving, going on these rants. You know, avoid political things that are going to cause people to do this on your page, because that, even though we can be super opinionated politically and all these things, just try your best to avoid doing it on your Facebook. Because when you have people, you know how you've seen it, you guys, right? Like someone posts something political and it's just boom, 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 and people are fighting. And in that, you can lose half of your credibility by doing one post like that. And so we want to just avoid that. Avoid ranting, avoid cussing, political ranting, and things like that. So I think you guys get the gist, right? You guys get it. Okay, so now let's go into posting tips, okay? Social media is a tool to help you grow your business. And like I said, you can do Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. There's so many platforms that you can use. So the question is, are you feeling lost when you post? Everybody does from time to time, right? But once you have clarity, you will be able to plan an entire week ahead in posting. Can you guys imagine having like 5 days of posting ready to go? All you got to do is copy paste it from your phone and you've got it done. You can just let it go for the day and do other things. So we're going to work on that. You're going to be able to do that. So the difference in being on social media versus using social media for your business, right? You can be on social media scrolling and doing those things, but actually learning how to utilize social media for your business is the key. And so we have to have a plan. Hi, Ryan. I saw you back there. So we just want to have a plan. So we're going to talk content creation and how to come up with some ideas. Sometimes we can get frustrated just trying to think of a post. So this is going to really help you to think of what to post. So the first part of that is thinking of what your 3 storylines would be. And what I mean by that, knowing your 3 storylines is going to be your framework to knowing what to post. So this is going to be storylines like topics that you love, what are you passionate about, and what do you find interesting. An example would be for 3 things, maybe family, health and wellness, fashion. Okay, other examples could be health and wellness, family, home decorating, or maybe baking. Find 3 things. Obviously, we're in the health and wellness company, so one of those things has to be health, right? I told my husband last night, I said, I think I have to have 4 because two are obviously family. The other is health, and mine is health and fitness. I love mindset, working on mindset, positive lifting women up, motivating women, inspiring women. But if you can narrow it down, that is going to be the framework to helping you know what to post about. Okay, so topics that you love, things that you love to share about and that you find interesting. Okay, so keep that in mind. The more you share of yourself and open up yourself, it's going to create more interest to your audience. Okay, it's going to inspire you because you're going to get more engagement as well. You're going to find that niche. And you know what? You may experiment a little bit. This may be a little uncomfortable to share more and open up. So I just recommend that if you're not a sharer, it's hard to say. If you're not a sharer, take it week by week. So each week, say this week, I'm going to open up a little bit more. Next week, a little bit more. And the next thing you know, you're going to kind of learn and get in the habit of learning or sharing, living out loud. Sorry, I couldn't find my words. Living out loud. That's kind of how I am. I live out loud. I'm sharing my life. I'm sharing adventures. I shared that we worked on the garden the other day. I shared that, you know, we went on a hike. So you're sharing more about your life, but find those 3 storylines. So those are going to be the key things to knowing what to post about. Think of all the people that you can connect with through social media versus before we had social media. Not very many before that. Now we have all these platforms to be able to connect with people. So you're building trust with people. So share your passion, share your hobbies, and people are going to connect with you, okay? Remember to keep it simple. This does not need to be hard. You don't need to like overthink it and stress out about it. Just think, what are you passionate about? Do you love to cook? Do you love fitness? Do you love the outdoors? Do you love gardening? Think of those things and start expressing them in your everyday stories and stuff, or your everyday posting. If you do struggle, it just means you're unwilling to open up more. But like I said, take little bites, little steps. Share more this week, have a goal next week to open up a little bit more. And then the next thing you know, you guys, you can literally, using these 3 storylines, sit down on a Friday or Saturday and you can start thinking of things to post that whole next week. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so hopefully, did that help you guys? Just that, to being able to think about what to post. So now I just want to talk really quick about algorithms, and then we're almost done. Oh, I do want to say this. By having these 3 storylines, you're connecting with the people that you need to connect with, like-minded people, versus sometimes what people will do is that they think they have to connect with everybody in their Facebook, everyone. So they might try to just post about everything, random stuff. But if you've got these strong 3 storylines, or 4, or even 5, but at least you know and you have that framework, then you're going to know what your passions are and what you want to post about. That helps you create content that can go into that next week. And you're not stressing every day like, what do I post about? Okay, what are some of my passions? Maybe it's educating people on gut health. I mean, I love to do that because so many people are not informed about the power of our gut health, our microbiome, and finding things like, for instance, our omega is not from fish, it's from the ahi flower. Google ahi flower and be like, I can't believe this. This is called learning out loud. This is sharing as you learn. And you can find and discover something and say, oh my gosh, you guys, I just realized our omegas are not from fish, they're from the ahi flower. Google the benefits of ahi flower and you can talk all about that. That could be a post. You could have the pills in your hand and take a picture of them. You know, we're not gonna necessarily show a bottle. You can do that. But if you want to create a curiosity post, it might just be the pills in your hand. And you're talking about the awesome omegas that you take are from the ahi flower. Do you know the benefits of the ahi flower? Boom, 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 there's a post. And you're educating your audience. So I think it's really fun to educate because we have so many things that we can learn within our own business about gut health and learning out loud. Like as you learn, you're sharing that with people. I love, love, love doing that. I love discovering things, looking things up, and sharing it with people. So hopefully that helps. And we're gonna get, like, there's gonna be probably 3 more to this series. So we're gonna get more into more details and more examples of posts to kind of help you kind of get things going as well. So I just want to talk the last thing about algorithms. So algorithms is the Facebook, you know, Facebook algorithms, Instagram algorithms, and they change them all the time. It's totally frustrating, but we just kind of learn to work around it. So here's some tips for kind of getting around it, playing with it. So if you do a post, make sure to do it public if you're comfortable with that. If you're not, no big deal. But if you do post it public, you can come back to our team chat and say, hey, I just did a post today. I would appreciate, could you guys go love on that post? And you might, if you're in the team chat, you're gonna see that we do that sometimes because of the algorithms. And here's how it works. You do a post, you want engagement on that post within the first half an hour. If you can get 3 comments within the first half an hour, Facebook recognizes your post as, oh, this is gaining popularity. They will boost the post into your newsfeed, which then more of your friends have an opportunity to see it. So that's a trick that works really well. Don't stress out if people don't comment. A lot of times people are watching you on your journey and don't comment, but they are watching you. I have had people message me an entire year and a half later. A guy and his wife that I both went to high school with them. They dated in high school, they got married. It was cute relationship. But anyway, they both messaged me and were like, we have been watching you for a year and a half. Tell us more about this. And I'm like, you're stinking kidding me. You're stalking me, checking things out. But they're like, we need to do this. So that's just an example. People are watching. Do not get frustrated if there's not comments on your posts. But this is going to help you attract the right people, okay? And it's just gonna help narrow down what you need to post about. If someone comments on your post and they are a friend and they're like, you've done a curiosity post, you've posted about these omegas from the ahi flower, and they're commenting on there, what are you talking about? Where did you get this? Don't say, hey, it's from Plexus, end of conversation. Say, hey friend, these are amazing. They've helped me with inflammation and my heart health. I will PM you a message and we'll talk about it, okay? So you wanna take that comment, you wanna comment back. It's gonna boost your post even more because you're commenting back. We wanna get people into a conversation and start sharing with them that way. And that's a whole nother video on how to share in a really simple way using our systems. So more than happy to do that with anybody, go over that. It's super easy to do that. So commenting back, is if you can ask a question, how are you and your family or something like that, and they comment again, boom, boom, boom. That just helps boost it. So even if like I go comment on your post because I'm there supporting it as a Plexus sister, and I say something back to me. Because I've seen sometimes people will think, well, my Plexus sisters commented, I'm not gonna comment back to them. But you do need to because it's gonna boost the post. That's why. If you haven't been posting very much and you are new to this, I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. Realize as well that if you have not been posting regularly or consistently, that 5% of your friends will see your posts. So posting consistently every day is gonna be super important. And it does not have to be Plexus. Like I said, find those 3 storylines, post daily about something, right? And I always think like adding value or sharing a part of my life or educating someone on something. Those are really great points that you can think about. but your consistency is going to gain popularity. So more people in your friends list are going to start seeing it, not just 5% forever. It'll start growing. Another tip I would have to boost algorithms is go start being involved in your friends' posts, okay? Be involved in their life. We want them to be interested in our life. So if you notice, sometimes you only see a certain amount of friends and you're like, what happened to like the other 1,000? Go to their pages, start commenting on their posts, and suddenly you will then start seeing them in your newsfeed, which means they are also seeing you. So that's kind of another trick with the algorithms. Being involved in other people's pages. So, and then you guys, the only thing I can say too is just give it time, experiment with it, play with it, have fun with it. Like social media is fun. And this is how we're networking with people. We're meeting new people this way. It's a fun thing. It shouldn't feel like a chore, right? So think about your 3 storylines. And when I post this recording, I want you guys to share what your 3 storylines are in the comments of this video, okay? And everyone that's watching the replay, if you're popping on and watching the replay, hit comment replay and put in the comments your 3 storylines. So then we can kind of hold each other accountable. It makes you go, oh, okay, now I actually need to think, what are my 3 storylines? What am I passionate about? What means a lot to me? What inspires me? What gets me going and excited? Okay, so that is all I have today. Wanted to keep it around a half an hour so you guys can go play with your social media. Next time we're gonna, next Monday at 11 and next Wednesday at 11. More social media coming at you. Next week, I believe I'm gonna tackle stories. How to do stories, how to post a story, how to do a poll in a story, how to add music to a story. And stories, if you don't know, they're at the top of your Facebook, the little circles up there. Some people have never checked them out, but if you go up there, stories are fun. They last like 24 hours, your story's there and it's gone. But it is an awesome way to build curiosity. It's a great way to get engagement because people love to see video. They love to see little snippets of your life. And in the stories, you can do that so easily. My daughter just learned to ride her bike or whatever. No, my daughter's like 10, but I'm just saying, look at my daughter riding her bike. You can put that in your story. You can put it in your story, what you're drinking that day. Like so many fun things you can do with stories. And I think it's just knowing how to do them. And then you can have such a fun time with it. And again, that's engaging other people. There are people that love to just see snippets. They're addicted to seeing stories. They want to see your life in that way. So anyways, hopefully that helps you guys. This was fun. I like, this is like right up my alley. Love it. So do you guys have any questions? Open up for questions if you do, okay? Then I must have done a good job covering stuff. So be ready Monday, 11 a.m. for stories. Look at stories in your Facebook. Look at other people's stories. Have you guys done stories? Give me a thumbs up if you have. I know Leah has. Oh, Amanda, you're gonna love it. She's probably like, what did I just get myself into? I don't have time for this. But here's the thing. Once you have those storylines and you, it honestly becomes like brushing your teeth. It really does. Like it feels weird at first, like you're sharing more of your life, but then all of a sudden you're doing something. Like I was even we were setting up the garden the other day and I just did a quick little video of my garden and I got tons of comments. You guys, I'll get like 150 views on a story and I might get, 10 comments on a post. And you can see who's watching your stories. It's a lot of times the same people are following. You're like, I know she's watching me. I'm gonna talk to her about plexus. So it's fun, it's fun. So look forward to that on Monday and you guys have an awesome day. Bye guys, have a good day. You're welcome.